Welcome back to a world tour in the A320 series. Today is leg 126 and we have Adsav joining us today. We're going from, where is this place? I forget every single time. I know we're going to, is it Lima, Peru?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, we're in Lima and we're going to La Paz, which is that Bolivia? Yeah, I think it is Bolivia. Alright. How are you going today?
37.
37. Taking it on up to 39. Alright. So I gotta do this fuel thing 1 second. Un momento.
Well, I got 39 in there. I suppose I'll come up here with you. Well, we'll see where we end up.
Gotcha.
Too close together, I'll stick together.
Did you end up seeing that, oh, what's up, OVO? How you doing, man? Did you end up seeing that footage, dash cam footage of that, Challenger going down?
Yeah, they almost made that turn.
Almost.
So close.
What's good? I'll be seeing you stream really late. I was like, man, because I was like, how did they not make it if they had both engines failed? But I'm like, I didn't realize it was like 2,000 feet off the ground, so.
Yeah, that was the issue. They were like on approach, on downwind.
Challenges.
On base when it.
Nice. Alright, I think I got my stuff here. I got that together. So let's take a look at this chart. This is briefing going on. What the heck? Alright. Alright, so this airport here, I thought it had... What? I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm like, what in the world? Coming in, I was expecting 2 runways, but there's only 1. Can you imagine that? It is pretty long though. It's 11,509 feet long, but we are also at sea level as well. So yeah, the chart shows 2 runways. It's crazy. Maybe it's a simulator issue. Cause yeah, I really was expecting a 16 right, but it wasn't there. But we're taking off 16 today. Weather here is showing. I know I saw birds in vicinity. It was like, wow, that's fun. Winds 180 at 13. It's clear. 25 degrees. 10 and 11 on the QNH, and yeah, remarks of bird hazard runway 16. So take it for what it is. Sounds doable. Let's see, get the ground power disconnect.
I'm also in a normal 700 today, not the BBJ. So I've only got 24K motors just to make it floaty.
Okay. Are you carrying weight?
100 passengers. About 6,000 pounds of cargo.
Sounds doable to me. I should be ready in the next minute or so. It's at 26.8. 15,000 pounds of fuel. But yeah, for today's trip, 593 nautical miles, climbing to flight level 390 and carrying 15,035 pounds of fuel. Seems legit, right?
Sounds like it to me. I've got 13.6. I've got 15.6 on board.
15.6, okay.
My alternate is the SLAL.
Slough. Yes, a little further south, southeast. Slough.
I have no idea what that is, but it's my alternate.
What? You find an airport you don't know? That's crazy. Push back and departure. Alright, so numbers are in. Fuel pumps on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
What livery am I in? French baguettes cargo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your favorite, right?
I'm actually in Gold Brazil.
Departure checks completed.
livery.
Bypass being inserted.
But no.
That's crazy. They were close.
Kind of.
We have the Axel transition, right?
I didn't even see your route. I'm assuming we're about the same.
Paco,
Blocking gear.
Yeah. Take 4 to Julis, or Kulis, I mean. Upper Mike 415.
We doing
with that
Kulis?
uniform. Yeah, and then Upper Mike 657 to Alaco, and then the Alaco 1 Alpha.
Copy. So I have charts for ILS 10, but then in here it says localizer.
Okay. Glotso permanently out of service or something.
So ILS it is, baby. So now.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, my brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wing.
This whole airport is screwed though, for sure. Because on top of the missing runway, when I pull up to the gate and try to park and get docked, the gate goes through the cabin and the cockpit, or both. So yeah, I gave up on it a while back.
Oh, I think that that outboard parallel, I think, is new. I think they just built that. So it might have just opened, like, since the sim came out.
I mean, that's fine, but isn't it supposed to download from the...
It really hasn't in my own experience, but I hope this new update, the, like, world whatever...
Didn't they just put 15 out? I just had an update.
Yeah, well, they just did an update, but... Yeah, but they just did an update that allows, basically, like, map editing to be globally available. So effectively, if somebody who is based here or something modifies the airport and it's confirmed that that's how the airport is now, it'll update. Don't think it was like that before.
Gotcha. Yeah, this airport is trash. For it to be international, I was a little shocked. Like, dang, gates ain't lined up. This is all stock. Alright, good start on 2. 1's coming up now. One of my friends the other day was like, who's gonna be at PBI? And I was like, oh, I used to be at PBI all the time. And then it was like, never mind. I guess the starter motor and the Max blew up when they tried to start. She had all kinds of shrapnel in the engine. I'm like, wow, that's fun. And the engine casing, sorry.
I haven't heard issues about Max starters. I would expect them to be reasonably.
You know what? I take that back. It wasn't the max. It was the regular. Because I asked her if it was the max, and she was like, no. I was like, thank God. And I think about it.
Yeah, because the start cycle on the Max is way longer, so I think they made a much more robust starter.
Yeah, I was just like, jeez Louise, can they get a break? Tell you, I'm about to start making, although it would have been more fitting if it was Airbus, but I'm gonna start making some Make Boeing Great Again shirts. I would wear it.
I think a lot of people probably would.
Yeah, that's like, I probably need to jump on that one. Thought it was funny.
Yeah, right.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go.
Alright, I'm on the parallel taxiway, but you go ahead. I'm going to hold short of this intersection up here. I'm going to hold short of just that Fox 1.
Okay, let me take a look here real quick.
I'm on Fox Drive.
Oh, you're on Fox. I see you over there. I'm gonna, make that diagonal. I'm gonna go cut you off if you want me to go first. Ooh.
Yep.
A little swervy.
Yep.
You ever have those moments where you feel like you forgot something? I feel like I forgot something.
This went way too easy.
Alright. Left is clear. Alright, so
Use tomorrow for me.
you said tomorrow what?
I said my view's coming down. I single engine taxied initially. I got both of them going now.
Gotcha. Doing like 26 knots. They put out a pretty decent video the other day of an update for this, like the one everybody's been waiting for, because it gives us the IAEs and all that stuff. And I was like, man.
That's the Phoenix?
Yeah. When I say it's, I don't know, it's a PMDG competitor, man.
Okay.
They're talking about engine fan blade icing, depending on which side of the airplane the wind is coming from, that type of detail. I'm like, what? They got what's it called when you have the surges again? C word.
Pressure stalls.
Compression stalls. They had those. I was like, yo, I've never heard that in the sim before in my life. Usually just the engine fails, you know what I mean? Nah, it was surging. I'm like,
wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level of merging. They supposed to be doing some stuff with GSX as well too, to make them sync a lot better than they do right now. So it's a long ass taxi.
32 knots, not the speed you're going.
That's
Well,
why
damn, I'm doing 30.
That's why I'm trying to
All
let
the way
it.
from-
That's why I'm trying to make it go, because I'm like, we're not getting to the end at all. And I'm empty. It's doing this on idle.
Yeah.
One of my friends is waiting on his girlfriend to come from where did she go? I think she went to Orlando. And of course there was a delay. What's going on with you guys in delays recently here?
Was American?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it RJ? or an
No,
Airbus. It was
two,
probably an Airbus.
yeah, two it was
Our
Airbuses.
Airbus fleet. But our Airbus fleet is getting old.
Ah,
Shit's broken all.
all right, I
It's
am
funny. We
ready.
get our. Yeah, I am too.
All
We get
right.
our like company operation playback, and it'll, for all the stuff that went wrong or went right for the last week, and it'll be like two 737 issues, and they'll be like, oh, one hit a bird, and the other one, yeah, who knows, blew a tire or something. And then the Airbuses, there will be like 8 of them, and it'll be like, oh, lost the entire green hydraulic system, or lost the number 2 engine, or serious stuff. Like, oh,
I
oh
was gonna say,
wow.
at least you don't need those.
But the 7.3 is like hardly ever the airplane's fault. The Airbuses are always like breaking pretty severely. All right, I'm lining up. I'm doing a massively takeoff, so I expect you're going to kind of run away from me for a little while.
She's alive. And with this update, DLSS turned on and the DX12 beta. So my displays look horrible.
All right, I'm rolling too.
All right. All right, climb first. It's pretty long straight out here. I see you back there. I'll tell you what, these buildings are cramped in. When you look over
Yeah,
to
it's a high density city. You did a max motor takeoff, didn't you?
a
You were
max,
up and away.
a max
You
thrust.
didn't do any kind of pretty close, right? Did you do a D-rate?
No, I don't have a choice of that stuff. It depends on what the CI is, I guess.
No. No, cost index shouldn't affect takeoff performance.
Well, then nope. Flex temperature, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was 68 degrees. That's normally what it normally is.
Okay. Yeah, we've got an extra kind of level on the 7.3. Basically to allow it to derate even more.
Yeah, so you got a little bit more control over that.
Yeah.
Because even when I asked the Airbus pilots, like, how do I actually get max thrust? Well, we got a constraint here. And they look at me like, yeah, you just do toga, and whatever it gives you, it gives it to you. I'm like, what? Like, there's no way to get 100% thrust.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having actual thrust levers instead of like whatever thrust management stuff the Airbus has. Because the 7.3, if you push it all the way forward, you're getting everything it's got.
Yeah, that actually would have helped when I landed on that 1,500 foot runway that one time. 'Cause I overran by just a smidge, but I knew if I had more power, I'd have been good. Alright, we're starting to climb up to 9,000 now. That was, in my mind, I was laughing though, because I was just climbing away, just trying to accelerate. And I'm looking at my altitude, and I'm like, oh, I got a constraint at 6,000? I'm like, well, autopilot it is.
Yeah, and then you got to constrain at 9 here.
Yeah.
At just 30.
What's up, Smokes? You on leg 6? Where did leg 6 land you? I'm just gonna go ahead and turn these lights off because 10,000 is imminent. Transition altitude is 10,000, so cool.
What's your speed decline?
Accelerating in 307.
Okay. Mine came out as 302, so that'll work out great.
I was a little salty last night because I started that trip in that Baron and I took off from Oakland and I said, let me head east. But my dumb ass didn't think about terrain.
I was gonna say there are mountains immediately to the east. So.
I cleared all of those, but somewhere, I don't know what state I was in, but somewhere beyond the first set of mountains, I ran into a winter storm where I got a nice wintry mix of 10,000. Plus I was above some mountains and I'm like, yeah, this is not good. She didn't want to hold. I basically had like a lot of mixture out and I had to prop back some. But like I said, I had it at what, 7.8 gallons per hour, and I was like, it was cool until I hit that storm. I had to bump it up to about 9.8, but I left it at 9.8. That's still good as long as it's 10 or less. By my averages, there's 80 gallons, right? As long as I'm using 10 or less, I
You're
should be
burning
fine.
4. Is that what you're saying?
Burning what?
4 gallons an hour per engine?
No, not in.
Or was that
Did I say the Baron?
Yeah.
Nah, not the Baron. It was the Beechcraft
Bonanza.
G36.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Gotcha.
going from BIKF to Egpo. I don't know what Egpo is. What's Egpo? Yeah, 7.8 was impressive. It was holding about 100 to 105 knots. I said, I don't care how fast I'm going. So I sat here and was just monitoring it because after that storm made me had to make some adjustments. Got out the storm, so I readjusted it, and I was cool. There was a mountain I did come up to that I had to fly around. I did that, got back on course. Everything was fine, and then I started to doze off, and then I woke up. I crashed.
Egpo is stored away. Scotland.
Scotland? Oh, okay. Yeah, I never heard of that one. I was just like, dang, if it was like, I don't have to constantly switch tanks in the Caravan, do I?
No.
That'd probably be the better.
No, the Caravan. Yeah, you can turn both tanks on in the Caravan. It's the right airplane for it. If you pull the power back.
How high do you assume that I should go?
I mean, it depends on where you are. You could probably do it at 10,000. But 10,000 be okay. I mean, higher is potentially better, but yeah, because like the closest equation I have to that in the real world is I flew an empty 208B, took it up to 23,000 feet, and even like normal cruise power at flight level 230, it was burning I think 230 pounds an hour and doing 155 knots or so.
Gotcha.
Which is slow for a Caravan, but it's also half the fuel burn from down low.
Yeah. 'Cause I was like, man, I think I'm just gonna do Toronto to like Miami or something. And wherever 8 hours takes me, 8 hours takes me, and that'll be it.
You take off out of City Center.
Is that better?
CYTZ in Toronto.
Oh, okay. Man, I was like 2 hours into it and I fell asleep and crashed. I'm pretty sure it's I hit an object, so I'm pretty sure it was nothing. I am at 224. still doing 309 indicated.
No, 20.5 doing 302.
Alright, so this should be cool. Jumping back to that Challenger though, what do you think will cause a dual engine failure at 2,000 feet? That is crazy. Like that. The odds.
Contaminated fuel will be the first thing they're looking at, for sure. But yeah, I don't know how the fuel pickup in the Challenger works, but it could have been a fuel quantity issue, where they were a whole lot lower than they thought they were. Some problem with the fuel totalizer, so on and so forth. I don't know if there were any deferrals or anything like that. If they were on manual fuel calculations, thought they had more than they did. And then when they pull the power back in the pattern, the momentum kind of shifts forward, so the fuel can rock forward in the tanks and pull it off of the fuel pickup. That's possible too. But it would almost certainly be some kind of fuel issue. Unless they flew through a giant flock of birds and shelled them both that way, like Sully, you know.
Yeah. This is crazy though, man. Because then on top of that, have you ever watched Rebuild Rescue?
Yep.
Yeah, they just lost a Cougar with one of their guys in there too. They said it was fuel contamination for that though.
That was absolutely fuel contamination, yeah.
Our first leg left New York and went to center of Canada, Tyson now to the UK. So this is leg 6 of how many legs? Alright, what were you saying, Seth?
I was just saying, I've never watched their channel, but I'm familiar with it, and I was familiar with the crash.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Yeah, that right.
Come on. They said
the right engine, the fuel ball in the carburetor was full of water and debris.
Yeah, the big highlight of it was the gasket for the what's it called? The cover. Screw in
fuel cap.
Fuel cap, yeah. That gasket was missing apparently, so.
Yep.
More than 200?
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All these crashes.
You know, we're in an era where they have better visibility. For better or worse. You know, we all get to learn from. These crashes have always happened, but we all get to learn from them now, which is good.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of negative public image too, because everybody hears about everything.
It gets overhyped, especially in places like CNN and Channel 6 don't even have the correct information. It makes me wonder though, like, I understand you in a rush, why wouldn't you sump your fuel?
Why would you? Yeah, they just didn't sump the fuel. So he had a flight back. He was trying to fly the airplane all the way down to Knoxville, which is like a 450-mile flight, and it was already in the afternoon, and he had a return flight booked at 6 p.m. So he had like all the hazardous attitude stuff going on. Trying to rush. So, and they did no test flight out of annual. This was like the test flight out of annual, so they just finished it that afternoon, and he was apparently kind of pissed off that it was taking too long, and then it took the fuelers longer, and apparently according to the airport, the fuelers, he was like snapping at the fuelers for taking too long. And then he finally got his gas and just like jumped in.
That's just crazy. Like, you lose one engine, not both.
The left side had because the left engine pulls from the left tank and the right engine pulls from the right tank. and it was the right side where the gasket was gone on the fuel cap. The left one had a gasket. So the left side had good fuel. It also does not appear that he got that right engine feathered, which for something as underpowered as that Grumman twin, that's a kick of death.
Need to do it immediately then.
Yeah, you absolutely have to get it feathered, or you're not going to climb, even by yourself.
It's crazy, man. Like, do you really want to fly anything that slow?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a Comanche. A twin Comanche has basically the same engines, and it's fine. They're not that slow. I mean, the GA7 is not an amazing airplane.
I mean, the Comanche, but with one engine, isn't really underpowered either.
The twin Comanche is. The twin Comanche has the same 160 horse A320s that Grumman has. And it's notoriously not that great on a single engine. But again, you know, if you manage it well and you're a proficient pilot, you can handle an engine failure on an airplane, especially if you're not pushing a bunch of other limits at the same time. But, you know, like anything, it has, you know, it's a good airplane, but it's got its limitations, and you have to respect them. If you respect them, it'll treat you right.
Yeah, I guess he just lost them at the wrong time. It's the same thing with the Challenger landing. You lost your engines at the worst time that you could possibly lose them.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, if you'd gotten that engine feathered and had maintained the blue line, you probably would have been fine. But
how high did he get? Hold on, I don't know, man. Is it even possible to react to that?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was clear he was in the air for over a minute on a single engine.
Yeah.
Which, it should be pretty quick reaction to go dead foot, dead engine. Identify, verify, secure.
Do it. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you gotta think, you said over a minute, so a minute to 2 minutes. How much of that time was on the takeoff roll and the very, very beginning of the flying?
No, I'm saying after he lost that engine, I think he had at least a minute before he hit the ground. You can do, if you're reasonably proficient, if you lose an engine, you should be able to do identify, verify, secure in 10 seconds. I'd say would be a reasonable threshold for success.
10 seconds?
So, yeah, easy. So, you know, in a multi-engine piston airplane, you lose an engine, the airplane's going to yaw immediately, and your natural instinct is going to be to step on the rudder to keep it from yawing. And you're stepping on the good engine. So whatever foot is pushing automatically, instinctually, that's where your good engine is. So your dead foot is your dead engine. So now you've identified what engine you lost. You're also going to look at the engine gauges and make sure those match too. You go, all right, my right foot's not doing anything. I think it's my right engine, and I'll look at my right engine gauges and go, oh yeah, the oil pressure is 0 on the right engine, or the manifold pressure has gone back to ambient, or the RPM's down, or whatever. Yeah, it's my right engine. Now I'm going to verify it by pulling the right throttle back. And if nothing changes when I pull the right throttle back, now I have verified that's the engine that quit. And then I'm going to secure it. So I'm going to pull the mixture back on the right side and the prop back on the right side to feather it. And that's identify, verify, secure. And it should be that quick. Faster than that, honestly.
All of that in 10 seconds?
Easy. If you want to be flying a multi-engine airplane, but you should be able to do that in under 10 seconds. Absolutely.
Gee, this just seems like a lot. I might even want to lie.
That's the... I mean, but that's why twins kill people, is because people that don't have the proficiency to do that fly them. You know, theoretically, a twin-engine airplane should be safer than a single. But, you know, they have a very high accident rate, but it's because people don't manage them correctly.
That's wild. I'm sitting here thinking if it was me, I probably wouldn't have made it either, man.
Well, you're not multi-engine rated, but you will be. And once you are, you should be able to make it.
I mean, it makes sense on paper, you know, but it's just like when I walked into, you know, the first instrument class and I was like, oh, hell no, I don't think I could do this.
I don't know. I'm not a double I right now, but I am an M guy, so I'm sure I'm going to be the one that ends up giving you your multi. And we'll get you for sure. It becomes rote. If you're current and proficient, it should be pretty much automatic.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Once you start doing it, you get used to it.
That's really it. That's why we train. None of this should be instinctual. It's not automatic. It's trained. It's taught. It's learned.
But it should be instinctual after you train, though, correct?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not necessarily going to be natural for somebody who hasn't trained for it, right?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah. 13-1 is that like the elevation?
I am doing 784 in cruising. I see you back there.
I'm doing 7.9 in the climb. 784. I can mark that. I think. Can you see a distance?
We're less than 10 miles from each other. Probably about 5.
And I'll just put 7.8 in there and stop at 37. Fine.
All right. 457 on the ground.
Damn. I'm doing 470. Maybe that's why it planned me at 37. I'm doing 7.9 in the climb, which is a little faster. I'll pull it back 7.8.
And another one, they came out with the report for that what was that Hawaiian? The 732 that didn't try to circle back. That report came back too.
I didn't see that final. Did they shut the wrong engine down or something?
Yeah, of course they did.
Figures.
How did you guess?
That's dual engine failures going happen.
Yeah. The thing that's crazy to me is like it was Transair flight 810. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't even far from the airport. Why not just turn back? Why not just turn back? Checklist, schmecklist.
No, that's not how we do things.
I get it.
Not running how you shut the wrong engine down, right? That's how that happened.
But no, they shut the wrong engine down before they even completed the checklist, though, from what I understood.
That's my point.
They made an assumption.
Not running the appropriate checklist correctly in a 121 environment, an air carrier environment, is what creates that. You know, you don't have to do identify, verify, secure from memory, from rote in a jet like you do in a piston twin and an underpowered piston twin. We don't do anything unless a checklist, especially out of the ordinary. We don't do anything out of the ordinary unless a checklist drives us directly to do it. And there's a reason for that. We have an excess of thrust. We have plenty of power on one engine to fly around on a transport category airplane. Anything. If an engine quits, we've got, everything is planned to have adequate margin and we can fly around on one engine no problem. And it can take a while to do a checklist and get everything secured correctly. You know, and in turboprops, where feathering a propeller is a bigger issue, you have systems that are auto feathered. You know, a Dash 8 or an ATR, those kind of airplanes have auto feather systems because that is more time critical, so it sets it up to do it by itself. If it senses a thrust loss on an engine, it can feather the propeller for you. Now you've got time to do the checklist and you don't have to run to things. But that's where crews get themselves in trouble, is when they start assuming they know what's wrong and rush corrective actions without a checklist, slowing them down to think effectively.
Yeesh. I don't know, man.
That's how we are so safe as an industry.
I mean, I get that part of it. Man, I think you just need to read. You don't gotta read it. You can just listen to one of these videos or something, man. I'm like,
for sure. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I'm not sure. There should be no situation in an air carrier environment where you shut the wrong engine.
see, so it says the first officer misidentified the left engine as gone, possibly due
I read
to
some. That was, when did that report come out?
Shoot, it just recently came out. Transair A10, the NTSB.
Yeah.
It's raining hard and icy.
I don't know.
Yikes. Hold on, let me see. Bink, bink. It happened 7/2/21. Would you find it? Here's the final report. Straight to a download. 218. Wait, today's 218. That can't be right. Hold on. I'll tell you when the report is filed. 45 pages. I'm not reading that. What country are we in? We are flying from Lima, Peru to, what did we say, Bolivia? La Paz, Bolivia? Alright, I can't find the date on this report, though. This is the date that the accident happened and the original published date. But not once it got final, but I knew it. Talking about it. Just recently it came out, because I remember looking this up a couple months back and it wasn't even done yet, so I was like, dang. Tough though. Mumbler 9 months, appreciate you, bro. How you doing? Where you been at? I just thought about it. I haven't seen your name in a minute. Bro, been on a super lurk. If I'm saying you been on a super lurk. Climbing up 2,000 feet and circling around the airport. That's just crazy to me, man. I understand. I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, if I make it only to 2,000 feet, I'm probably gonna want to get back down. He said, I'm always in the shadows. I hear that. I got a message message. Have I had any emergency doors fly off? That's a Boeing thing, sir. We don't do that over here. At the most, we'll probably just stay on autopilot and fly in the trees or something. The cops is here. What are you policing, sir? Yeah, we might fly in the trees on autopilot, or yeah, that wasn't the airplane's fault. That was the pilot's fault. And Air France crashed, so bro just got back and said, "Good shot." It's craziness. Cam, no times. Alright. You still there?
Oh, that's interesting. So I was kind of wondering, with this high elevation, the glide slope.
Yeah, it's a dive, ain't it?
Well, not really. So the 3-degree glide slope would be a real fast descent at this altitude, because your ground speed would still be so high. But the glide slope on the ILS is only 2.4.
Oh, it's a lot shallow.
It's shallower than standard, and it's just to compensate for the high altitude and high ground speed, so you can still be stable.
Interesting.
I put in the RNP, that's a 2.5 for the RNP.
I'm trying to see if I actually have charts for ILS, but my navigation.
My thing says from the runway to from Buchanan runway, it's only a 2.08, but the chart says 2.5. So that's kind of interesting.
You said you were.
I'm doing I'm doing the cat transition to the RNP 10, but that's just to keep it straight in.
Okay.
I think we've got enough stuff to come up to 39.
Let me take a look at this again and see what it. Yeah, I got a localizer Victor, localizer Yankee, localizer Zulu.
So those are all ILS approaches.
Right. What's up, Hoops? Install flight simulator and you're gonna leave your PC overnight, but all your aircraft will be gone. Why would all your airplanes be gone? That VOR looks garbage. Although it seems to be one of the more simple ones. Oh, you installed everything. You need to get that computer upgrade. And there's only one RMP. Alright. What'd you say your transition was again?
The UTCAT.
UTCAT.
Because the star ends at UTCAT. so it connects it up real nice.
Alright. Got that all sorted, alright. Yes, sir. Alright, so as you probably already know, airport high as hell, 13,314 is what the airport elevation is. The runway is 13,124 feet long. And the actual runway is 13,110. High intensity runway lights, owls, rails, pappies on the left. And it says there's 2.5 was the angle, right? So alright. Let's take a quick look at this arrival. Finally get your leg 6 going. Safe travels on that bad weather. Hopefully it's not like icing. Alright, so it all comes to Utkat. Alright, and we're coming from Alaco. That's really only 2 fixes, okay. 2 fixes, 2 constraints. Seems simple enough, right? Try and see. I said, what the heck? Celebrating Valentine's Day. It is okay, I guess it is 4 days late. It's not too bad, I guess, right? Better late than never. Where is... Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get my way to YouTube. They said, I wish they had put this in like text that you could read and not all be like in video format. Question, your Discord like abbreviate everybody's names? Cause like nobody's name is their full name. Everything is like, oh, you know what? It must be streamer mode. Let me see. Nope. It is not streamer mode. Even my name is abbreviated. Oh, it is streamer mode. Okay, never mind. It is. When it goes into streamer mode, everybody's name is abbreviated, I guess so, to protect. But I'm like, I'm not showing Discord, so I don't understand why that's even a thing. Can't wait to take that caravan on that long trip. Put it on autopilot and go to sleep. And not have to worry about switching back and forth between fuel tanks every 30 minutes. Switch.
Yeah, the caravan pulls from both, so that's not an issue.
I thought this was going to be a straight in, but I see a little turn there.
There's a little job.
How fast are you going now?
7.8. 4.45 ground speed.
Or you're like 2 knots faster. Can't wait to get this update though, I promise. Life is a simmer, it will never be the same. Somebody had to. This sounds like Have you played DCS World recently?
You to me?
Hmm?
You talking to me?
Yeah, who else would be talking to?
I don't know, somebody in the chat. No, it's not installed right now.
Yeah, I said I haven't touched it either. It's about to come off my hard drive, to be honest.
Yeah, I just didn't have the place for it.
It's a pretty big game too.
Yeah, I don't have a hard drive space, even with the external.
GTA got an update the other day, I noticed.
You're still just on Xbox for GTA, right?
Yeah, I mean, you said I still have it?
You're still just on Xbox though, right?
Xbox and PC.
Okay. I still play, I don't know, occasionally.
I know the last time, usually if I am playing GTA, I don't really play GTA, I play 5M, you heard of that? It's like they took the core of GTA and it's expanded the entire world to where you can spawn in anything just about. So like they have like all the airliners basically in their not many liveries to choose from, but you can get A350, A380, 747. You can spawn in any vehicle on the ground as well. It's pretty fun when you have an open world like that with it without really any constraints. Skiing or doing anything. But yeah, it's only for PC. I'll probably link you to it so you can get a little bit more information. Cause my brother put me onto it. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. It's actually better than GTA. It's a multiplayer modification, yeah. I'll send you a link in Discord. I remember a couple of years ago, I was in there on 4th of July, and you know, just flying a regular jet or whatever, and then I noticed there was a bunch of F-18s like doing red, white, and blue smoke. So I joined in. It was hilarious. I couldn't keep formation, but they was holding formation. I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm holding formation like this in a freaking video game.
Do you see the video of the GTA formation?
No. There's an actual video?
So, yeah. Oh my god, it was so good.
It's on YouTube, right?
I think I saw it on Instagram, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it. These guys had like a whole ass air show.
Oh, for real?
Great.
That's gonna be crazy. Like, yo, how do you do that?
I'm on YouTube, but yeah, I saw like a parsed version on Instagram, and it was great.
That might have been 5M then. Trying to see if I have any screenshots. I have some old GTA screenshots here, but it's not looking too good. What kind of planes are they flying?
I
found a video for the Red Sparrow. It says doing an air show for Rockstar Games.
Yeah, that's the one I'm watching right now. I think that was the one that I saw, the version of.
Are they flying like Sabres?
No, it's like a MiG-15.
For a second, I'm about to say, yeah, these are the boys, but no, it was the wrong airplane. They was all in F-18. So far, this looks awesome.
How'd they do that? Oh, that's hilarious. It's quite the mod. I saw one on Instagram. GTA the Reds, and they're the red arrows, and they're like in proper red arrow Avro Hawks. And there's a picture of like 5 of them lined up on the ramp at Cayo Perico. Like, damn, how'd you do that?
Right.
Well, there's a bunch of them at Costa Rica. That's hilarious.
Yo, this is crazy. I'm looking at them doing these tricks like, yo, this is wild.
It's impressive. It really is.
For GTA, it absolutely is impressive because that thing is so unstable.
They must have modified stuff to make it fly better.
I don't know, because watching them hold formation, they wobbling all over the place pretty bad. They're just on it,
But
though. That is awesome. That is crazy. Thank you for the follow, Barbaric Iron. How are you doing this evening? And just to give y'all an idea. Hold on, yeah, these tricks are crazy. What's good? How you doing, man? Hold on, I'm gonna switch over real quick here so y'all can see. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, you want commercial? These are the guys you're talking about, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That right there is crazy. Wild, bro. Absolutely wild. Look how tight that formation is. Yeah, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Alright, let's jump back in. We're about 235 miles or something like that. Something like that. About a half an hour left. Barbaric, are you out of commercials? Visibility just got a little iffy up here.
That's your 32-minute.
Yeah, I just asked how you doing, man. How was your evening? How much fuel you have left by chance?
$9,400.
We have the same amount of fuel. Like 9.46. I'm pretty good, man. Any day I can knock out a leg for a world tour flight is a great one. I'm already past the halfway point, so it's nothing else to look forward to than then getting to the end. 117 with the halfway point. 117. We're flying from Peru to Bolivia today. this airport is extremely high altitude, so fun ops. So question, if I turn my APU on now, will I get smoke from that too? APU contrail?
In the real world, you should. I doubt it will do it.
Alright, let's go ahead and try it. I think the APU operation is good to 39.12.
39 is still zero? 39 is the highest you can go?
Unfortunately, 39,100 is my service ceiling.
Yeah, it's done on you, man. You know that, right?
I didn't make it. If it was me, we should be able to go to like 40, 41. I think this APU is not on yet. No power available. Is it even coming on? Yeah, it's came on. Alright, let's see if we have an extra content back here. No. Come on, Sam.
You'll even see it, like, you know, when you're a couple thousand feet below somebody and cruise, you'll see when somebody runs the sink in a lab.
Oh, really?
Because that, you know, like the water from the toilet doesn't go out, that goes into a waste retention tank, but the water out of the sinks lab just goes right out of a drain mast. And you'll see a little white streak from the water immediately freezing as it hits the ambient air.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I thought it all went to that waste tank.
Nope. Yeah, the sink goes right outside.
That's awesome. Fun facts that you didn't know.
The more you know.
So if there's puffs of smoke from
little fine white stream you'll see come out between the main engine contrail.
Gotcha, so it's like right in between.
Yeah, because it's coming from the fuselage, obviously.
Alright, I'm gonna shut my APU off. That was a waste.
Alright, I'm at 41 now, just to show off.
Just to show off. I mean, technically, I can dial it to 41. Let's see what happens.
I can dial the altitude window to 50 in this thing, but that's not to say it's going to do it.
I'm going to try. Let's see. Call my bluff. Can I get to 40?
I can only dial the pressurization window to 42, though. Well, that's the real problem. It's not a matter of can you physically make it or not. It's a question of pressurization. Like, what's the airplane set up for with pressurization?
I don't know. Well, it's saying my max is 398. You're going to bust through that. Well, I guess it's 398 and not 391, but still. I'm at 395.
Yeah, my optimum's 40.3 and my max is 410. And I'm at 410.
Alright. Mythbusters, here we go.
We're not that far from top of the set, though. Don't do too much climbing.
Well, I see it right in front of me.
That's impressive, though. I am only burning 1,730 pounds an hour per inch, which is real good for this thing.
Alright, I'm at 40 right now. They tried to say we couldn't do it But we proving them wrong.
Your nest all drop in the back.
It might be. I think the reason is because of the APU. If I remember correctly. Don't quote me, I'm gonna Google it now though. Let's see if I can find.
Now I'm curious if my APU is still making contact.
Yeah. Worth a try, sure. Oh, I do have those, okay. About 30 or 45 minutes you'll be UK bound, okay. When you say UK bound, you mean you'll be on the ground or actually on your way there? I thought you was in the air already.
Yeah, no control. Did you even?
You say you can see yours?
No, negative.
No. Okay. I was about to say, dang, that's crazy.
I'd have been impressed. I'm gonna leave it on now because run the pressurization off of that to go around.
I would have been very impressed as well. See, no, see, it says, however, the current aircraft maximum certified altitude is 39.1. I knew I read that somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out why. There's a max landing altitude?
I bet you were above it too, weren't we?
It says, I know the Boeing 737's max landing altitude is 8,400 feet standard and 12,000 foot with a high altitude option. I don't know, I'm at 41,000. I don't have those problems. I'm burning 1.8 per side.
The 8400 is for Bogota.
Okay. $8,400. This is the maximum altitude at which it is possible to maintain cabin pressure altitude below 8,000 feet. Okay. And if I have slats or flaps extended, 20,000 feet is my ceiling. It makes sense, huh?
Yeah, we got the same limitations for the 20.
Gotcha. Except for the altitude ones, huh?
Yeah, the 20,000 feet for flaps and slats. Which is funny because you'd be going into like Mexico City. You'd be descending through 22,000 feet. They'll be like, slow to 170. You'll be like, no, unable. Because you got to put flaps slow to that speed. Like,
Right.
Absolutely not. You got to get below 20 before you can put flaps down.
I'm about 60 from top of descent. Sitting on top of the world.
I'm actually showing 50 right now. I'm a little bit. I set up a little bit slower descent though, I think, than you.
I'm at 55 now, so I mean, we're not too far off from each other.
Yeah, but I'm behind you. I'm my top of the sentence.
You know, it's higher up. Sky's the limit. It would be nice if I just randomly had like a pressurization issue. Massive decompression. Do you manually dive or do I put it in expedite mode and let it go down by itself?
What about it?
I was asking.
Is that what you?
Are you familiar with the expedite mode in these airplanes?
No.
Basically, you put the altitude in, and if you hit expedite, it gets you there. within limitations, whatever you got going on, but it'll get you there as fast.
Basically, yeah, it'll do an idle descent at like whatever your max speed or whatever.
Yep, 8,000 foot per
Yeah.
minute descent. So I was wondering if I had a decompression, should I just hit the expedite button and let it go down, or manually?
It depends on where you. So you can't set 10,000 feet here because the mountains are all at 18 or whatever. But yeah, I mean that would be the best way to do it for sure.
Hit the button, put my mask on. In the meantime, that has to be crazy diving. It's going to take you down to like 8,000. I promise.
Mask on first is the way to do anything with pressurization or smoke.
Mask on first?
Any airline, no matter what, that checklist is always going to be oxygen mask on and 100%.
Okay, so
And then
oxygen mask, then fly the plane.
Oxygen mask first. Crew communication established is pretty consistent from everything I've ever seen. So you got to make sure you can talk to each other, and then yeah, you're going to start it down.
Okay.
But yeah, you got to get your O2 on first before you do anything else, because your time of useful confidence at 41,000 feet could be like 6 seconds. So
damn.
It's fast. So you got to get your oxygen on immediately, and then we can start figuring out everything else. It doesn't matter if all the passengers pass out. They'll wait back up when we get down low. If we pass out, we got a problem. If we pass out before we can get it starting down, before we can tell ATC, before we can figure out where we are relative to the terrain, now we got a problem. So you got to get your oxygen on. And then you got to make sure you and your captain or FO can communicate with each other, and now we can start working on the problem.
That's crazy. He said, y'all could be knocked out, but he can't. It makes sense, though.
Later.
Just like when you give people that explanation, like, you gotta put your mask on before you put your kids on. I'm like,
Right.
if you pass out before you get your mask on, then who's gonna take care of your kids? So.
Your kid's gonna take care of you? I'll do that for a minute.
10 minutes later, yeah, both wake up. What happened? It don't make sense though.
What's your speed in the transition on the descent?
What's my speed on the transition?
Yeah, so you're doing like 7-8 something on the cruise, and then you're transitioning to an indicated airspeed in the descent.
I usually shoot for 310, 322.
Okay, cool. Mine's only 301, so that'll work. We'll keep good separation.
310 is
I'm
like
only going to do
the
a flat.
go-to speed. It's weird. Even after I cross 10,000, I usually shoot for 310. It's somewhere around there, give or take. there's no mountains right here. It's the perfect spot to do. Let's start off with a barrel roll.
Yeah. He's still 14,000 feet in the valley. You know the lake? You know the lake we're in, right? Right?
Yeah, I know.
You say that on stream. No, you know what the lake is, though, right?
The lake is the water, right? No?
Yeah, you know what the name of that lake is.
No, what is it?
Titicaca.
Lake Titicaca. It's not labeled on anything either. That's one better. Is there a way to get? There is not a way. Hold on. Let's do it. Where's the graph this way? Nope, the name ain't right.
Yeah, the surface of the water on that lake is 12.5.
Oh, 5, okay. That makes me sad. Lake Titicaca.
Titicaca. The first half of it's in Peru, and then the border between Peru and Bolivia runs right through the middle of the lake.
Did they show me that
All
at
right,
least?
I'm starting.
Starting down?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Copacabana's
Yeah.
down here too? What? Spin Lima, SLLF La Paz. Yeah, I'm about to start to head down too. Did we pick an altitude we were going down to?
I put 17 in as the end of the arrival. That's the altitude at cap.
Yikes. Alright, I'm heading down. Spoilers deployed. Since I'm a little late.
That would get you there.
Yeah, I mean, I started it on 6,200 feet per minute right now. I stopped at 6,300. Yeah, I just knew I started down just a little late, so it was gonna nose me over. Here I am, first Airbus to cruise at 41,000.
320 series, isn't it?
True. Very true.
A330 is good to 41.1, I think.
41.1. I need to catch one when we're going to film. The 800.
330. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a rare one. I mean, I see a bunch of the 900s out there, but yeah, that ain't done.
Yeah, I think it's Air Greenland. I'm not sure if Hawaiian still took theirs. But
Hawaiians took delivery of the first 7-8, so I don't know. I don't think I've seen a Neo 330.
Air Greenland, I thought it was Hawaiian, and then the other one was like it was an African one. I don't think it was Air Namibia or let's see. How
I had
far?
Kuwait, but
Kuwait. Yeah, that's
Uganda.
another one. I forgot about Kuwait.
I think Uganda is the African carrier.
Uganda. Okay. Is it like red, yellow, and black?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Air Greenland bought one too.
Yeah, the red one, right?
Yeah. I still think we should buy 339s. Bring our 330-200s back out of the desert because they're low cycle airplanes, and then buy some 339s to go with them.
So what, they're just sitting out in the desert?
Yup.
And what's
I think the 300s are pretty well gone, but the 200s are still just sitting out there.
need to fix these bugs in the plane. The altitude or altimeter broke, finally back working. Gosh, like, I don't understand. So my question to you is, okay, so they're still sitting in the desert and owned by the airline. So are they just waiting for people to say, hey, I need this part?
Or to buy the airplanes, yeah.
Let's go in. Half. A330. 200. Access.
And looks to me like you're really behind on this thing. But I don't know. Because I'm at a 24. You're still way back up there. I gotta slow down because I was thinking a little faster than you. You were back at like 220 knots there, 240 or something for a while.
I'm doing like 300 right now.
Yeah, I've been doing 300 the whole way down, so I gotta start pulling the nose up here.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm only like a mile.
Yeah, we're like a half mile from each other. We're fine. Can you see me visually?
Yeah, if I look straight up.
I hear you, but you're below me. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, I just threw full speed brakes out. I'm gonna do that fast. I'm gonna start slowing down. I'm doing 306 right now, but
right now I'm doing about 310. Don't we gotta slow down for UTCAT? I think we do, right?
yeah. Yeah, so we're both gonna be slow. That's why I'm trying to slow early. Because
I think it's just fine. It'll all work
I'm
out.
just gonna slow it. Just going to approach speed. Once I hit 20 here, which is right there. I'm gonna do a flat 15
And I'm gonna push it to the limit. I think, oh, the decel point is 5 miles out, so yeah.
I just hit my decel point, so the nose is coming out. I'm slowing through 280 now. And we'll start making a little bit of room, but
So maximum 180 knots. That's like half my speed. Damn near.
yeah. Alright, let's see.
It's crazy. We're at 19,000 feet, and it feels like I'm like 3,000 or 4,000 feet off the ground. So I'm looking at it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, right? The next leg is like 1,000 miles, so now I gotta take off out of here with a decent amount of fuel, but I ain't got no load, so I should be. I'll probably wait for the hottest day after finding it. Alright, so look. I'm gonna hit approach button now. I am on final approach. That is crazy. RMP is winning. I don't know if it's gonna slow me down enough time though. Let me assist it. Maybe 2.5 miles. Hopefully it's not snowing, because past 3 legs of snow. Snow is cool though. I don't mind snow.
Last I saw was scattered rain showers, but it doesn't look like there's anything right now.
Runway in sight.
10 degrees Celsius up here. 50 degrees.
Yeah, I didn't make the 180. Like 215.
I didn't figure you would.
Well, listen, the airplane, I know, when I realized the plane was like slowing, but it wasn't slowing fast enough, I'm like, yeah, you're gonna need some help. Alright, we're coming down now. How far of a final is it? 15 miles, so I'm high though. I do have flaps one out and speed brakes currently. You got visual?
On you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also back at 156 knots. So.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
And I'm at upcast. So I my speed restriction. Yeah, I got you and the runway in sight.
Rub it in, weapons. Alright. Lights.
Superior Boeing flight.
Lights.
That's the first time that's so.
AP1. Flaps 2 a little high, ain't I? Yeah, I was slightly high on the speed there. Oh gosh, okay. Can't have you doing that, buddy. There's only one way to slow down, and it's to do it stably. Some shallow ass approach this is. I'm doing a lot of diving.
It's from behind it. The point is, your ground speed is still 215, even though you're only indicating 170. That's why they built it with a shallow glide slope.
Well,
I'm indicating.
I was only indicating like 200 when you said that. I know there's a lag in the stream, but I mean this
is definitely. This is a huge issue with PMDG. It's not accurate at all.
What is it?
I'm going to do a flat 15, and I dumped my VNAV altogether. When I do a flat 15, it the hook, the speed, does not work correctly. So I hit alpha floor before I ever get to my approach speed. So I actually pretty much have to do a flat 15. Even though I want 15 for the altitude. The hook, like the low speed cue, is not correct on a flat 15.
Hit their form.
That's a bug. I should. Because it's, my ref speed on a flat 15 should be 136. And I hit like 141, it goes to alpha floor and like kicks my VNAV out. You thought y'all Airbus people were all fancy on the alpha floor, didn't you?
So what?
You thought you all fancy Airbus people were the only ones that had alpha floor, didn't you?
A little bit.
We got it too. How far from there?
No clue, but not far. Probably like 2 miles, maybe.
Okay. you're at 13.8. I'm at 15. We got good separation now. You're basically a minimum. Yeah, because minimums are 13,450 or something.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came through 500.
400.
Low and slow, baby. Let's go.
300.
Got a long rollout.
200.
Yeah, there's a high speed down there that just dumps you right into the ramp. That first left turn is way down there.
Okay.
100.
Wind is straight down the chute, boy. Let's go.
50.
How flying are you?
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Ugh. That was firm.
114 is what it said.
Really? I had 35
Yeah.
last time, dude. Like, reverse idle. Oh, it didn't even reverse idle. Never mind. We're just idle. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. There's a reverse idle, right? Yeah. How far are you at now? I'm turning on the high speed.
Okay.
I'm clear.
Alrighty.
Alright, so first issue I see, this airport is completely unlevel.
Yeah, it's a steep upslope on this runway.
Oh, and on the ramp too. is that real?
I've never been here, so I don't know.
Let me do my after takeoff checklist. This is crazy.
After landing?
Yeah, sorry, that's the right one. When I say like I'm rolling down the hill, I'm rolling down the hill. My feet are on the brakes. I'm taking the first spot I see. Are you down?
But yeah, just rolling down the runway at 90 knots, I'm doing like 200 feet a minute climbing.
I didn't even realize that. That's close enough. Brakes set. Masters off. Fuel pumps off. Beacon on. I'm leaving alone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to La Paz.
La Paz ground Airbus 126, could you please connect the
Wow,
jetway
that
to the
ramp
aircraft?
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
We can't connect the jetway to the aircraft. Please retry later.
Now you're Scat Airlines. Not a bad livery though. Scat. I never heard of that.
That's fine.
Alright, well, can't get the jetway hooked up. Who needs it, right? We got steps. Did they even give us a steps option? No. Oh well. Alright, so that's 126 in the books. The next leg, which will be on Wednesday, because tomorrow I'm going to do the VA flight. Presidente Juscelino Kubitschek International. What the hell is that? Sierra Bravo Bravo Romeo?
Brasilia.
Yeah. Brasilia.
sitting here on the ramp. I have a cabin altitude warning. Can't shut it up either.
There's no way to turn
That's
it
why.
off?
Nah, not without like the extra, like high altitude package. Shut the airplane down. That's all I get.
That's nuts. About to be in UK? Good deal. Don't crash. Oh, Brasilia is a big airport. Isn't this like, no.
Yeah,
I was thinking
it's the
about
capital.
I was thinking about Santos Dumont.
Oh, yeah, that's in Rio.
That's in Rio. Good deal. And after that one, Sierra Alpha Tango Charlie. That sounds dangerous.
It must be in Argentina.
I honestly don't know. I'm looking it up now. Florinda Aeropuerto. Yeah, Argentina is correct. One runway, 4,330 feet. And it's sea level too, basically. 200 feet. Alright, that doesn't sound like a problem. As long as it's not like in the middle of trees or anything, I should be alright. Good deal. So you are working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh.
Flying Chicago to Phoenix, and I sit in Phoenix for 3 hours, and then I come from Phoenix all the way back to Cleveland. Exotic.
Ew.
Cleveland.
Who wants to go to Cleveland? And after Cleveland, you're done?
For the day, yeah.
Is it a 5-day? 4-day?
4.
You wouldn't plan like in 4 days.
Nope. Because, yeah, and then next, on Tuesday, we do Cleveland to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to St. Louis, I think. And then on Wednesday, St. Louis to Phoenix to Des Moines.
Boy.
And then on
Premium
and then
stuff.
on Thursdays, one leg from Des Moines to Chicago and done.
I say do it. Do leg 7.
Easy finish.
Yeah. In Chicago. Who
Done.
wants to go to Des
First thing
Moines?
in the morning. A lot of people.
Really? Des Moines jumping?
Yeah.
Should I add that to my to-do list?
Not really.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if you live there. But it's a nice little downtown. It really is. But
It reminds me of
Of
Columbus.
what it
Now I
is.
look like it. Or Cincinnati a little bit, but nah, it looks a little bit smaller than Cincy.
it is, yeah.
It reminds me of Columbus, to be honest. From what I can see.
Yeah, it's an okay little town. There's stuff to do.
There's stuff to do everywhere, man. Just whether you want to do the stuff that's available.
I'm just saying, that's not really true. I mean, some places the only stuff to do is like meth and make babies. But
Sound like a good time. Oh, that is crazy. What a night. That's what my friend was telling me about South Dakota, Sioux. Was it Rapid City? Where's the airport?
Rapid City's
Is the airport in Rapid City? Yeah, Rapid City Airport. So that means we went to
crap.
you said
At Rapid City.
that airport is crap?
K-Rap.
Okay,
The
right.
identifier.
That's crap.
Uh-huh.
Hilarious. So I think we landed at Rapid City, but then we went to none of these names. We didn't go to Hot Springs, did we? No, we didn't. None of these names are ringing the bell. Where's the monument at? Not the monument, the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's in that area. Allie and I flew by it on the way back in the Comanche.
I
And
remember
we
seeing
landed.
Air Force Base from the sky too.
Ellsworth is right there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hopefully they do better now that they don't have the Super 80, but the joke was, it was like every 2 or 3 years, Delta would land an MD-80 at Ellsworth instead of
The city.
just because it was lined up with it.
Craziness. Let me see what these runways look like. Yep, I see that one. Yeah, I can see how that could happen, but they're close, but they're not close. They're close enough if you're not paying attention. And one's a lot longer than the other. Well, appreciate you joining me, man. You're on a long trip, so you probably won't be able to catch the next one. But I think the next one you might be interested is the one that's going to the Showa Station Skiway.
Probably a long flight there, though.
It's 2 hours, 693. It's from Sierra Alpha Yankee Oscar to Alpha Tango 25. It's about 700 nautical miles. The one after that now is 2022. It's gonna be a nice stream, and then the one after that one is 2989.
Jesus.
Push it to the limit. So it should be cool. It should be cool.
My AP step down. I'm gonna kill this thing, and then I'm out of here. I gotta pack my suitcase and go to bed.
I ain't got nowhere to go, and I need to pack my suitcase and go to bed too. I appreciate you for stopping in.
Yeah. All right. Later.
Take it easy. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Peace.